Hey y'all, welcome back to Sin City Review. Today we're checking out my MC operator, of course chambered in 45 ACP. If you follow my videos, you would have seen this uploaded a couple days ago, the same pistol. I had it sprayed the burnt bronze from Cerakote, and it was just a little bit too light for me. One of the cool things is, or one of the luxuries of being able to spray Cerakote is, if I change my mind and don't like a color on my gun, you know, I can pretty much rapidly respray it any color I want. So instead of the sliding the frame being the burnt bronze, I resprayed it my custom midnight bronze blend. And yeah, I should have done that from the beginning. It looks a lot better in my opinion. I just like the darker look. Of course, left all the controls and everything else black, just like it was previously. As far as the modifications go for the pistol, I took these VZ grips and I took them down on the sander and made them extremely thin. They're actually as thin as the slide is. I'll show you that in a moment. This is a magwell that I had installed from Nighthawk Custom. They actually cut the frame of the gun, so you can see the frame is cut up to here, where the back is still the standard length, and they actually bolt this in behind the grips. So that's pretty cool. You actually have to mill out all behind the grip as well just to make that fit in there. As far as the checkering, 25 lines per inch on the front strap, 30 lines per inch underneath the trigger guard, 25 lines per inch the Nighthawk mainspring housing, and of course I blended the magwell underneath. I'll show you that in a moment. Actually, the only thing factory left in this gun is the slide, the frame, and that beaver tail grip safety. Got the Nighthawk skeletonized hammer back here. I love that thing. These are 10/8 rear sights. Now, I blended them with the frame, so actually, as the frame comes down and meets the sight, there's not a little notch or a little step up like most sights are. It's completely blended. Chamfered and took down the slide release pin. That's a Vigor's Yam trigger, so they actually adjust from the rear, the take up. And I know I went through all this on my other video, but if it's someone who's watching this video instead of the other one, that's fine. You won't have to go see the other one now. I have a Nighthawk, a custom barrel. That's their threaded barrel. And of course, up front, Trijicon HD night sight in the yellow. Awesome, I love that setup. The 10/8s in the rear, and that, it's just awesome. What else do we got here? Just flip her around. RDIH for the slide release. Usually it's squared off up here, right at the front, but since this is a railed 1911, it wouldn't quite fit in that recess, so I had to custom cut that. But I like how it has a different offering than, you know, everyone has the Wilson Combats, but this one is just a little bit different, but still gives you that extended slide release. That's an Ed Brown extended safety right there. Nighthawk Custom extended mag release. So as you can see, the frame is, the bottom of the frame of the gun is right there, and you can see how much they actually had to cut up to install that magwell. If I can get this in the right lighting, you might be able to see. Let's see here. Okay, so you can see those right there in the magwell, the 3 holes. The grip bushing hole, or yeah, the grip bushing hole or grip screw is right there in the middle, and to the left and right are the screws that actually mount the magazine well. It's pretty cool. So back behind here, on either side is pocketed out, and it's basically milled out for those grips. And if you can see how thin these grips are, it's pretty crazy. I mean, they're the same width of the slide. It's pretty nuts. Of course, I blended up the magwell really nice to match that new mainspring housing. I think it turned out really well. All in all, it's a pretty rad piece. As soon as my Osprey gets here from Silencer Co., it'll be ready to go. Put that can on there and I'll make another video. That's just an awesome sight setup. I love it so much. Any kind of custom 1911 build I do, I try to put those sights on there if the customer will let me. I think it's the best offering. I have an EGW full-length guide rod up front as well. There's your 30 lines per inch under the trigger guard, and your 25 on the front strap. Also, I took up under the trigger guard, you can see there. Usually your operators are pretty much straight from the trigger guard straight down, and there's no take up or recess, so you can get a higher grip on the gun, but I took that all up, smooth it all nice. So yeah, all in all, I love this thing. It's much better in midnight bronze than the burnt bronze, I think. Just gives it a little more classy, more, you know, sinister look. Burnt bronze, nothing's wrong with it. I think it looks good for certain applications, but it's not for me on my full 1911, I guess. But as always, y'all, questions, comments, concerns, leave them. You know, I'll answer accordingly. Nice little 3-pound pull on this trigger. Super crisp. It's awesome. Brakes like glass. Oh, I almost didn't show you the sights. As you can see right there, how it runs from the slide up into the sight. It's completely smooth. That angle just makes for a nicer end result, I think. Anyways, y'all, until next time.